Adina.
Ay,
Nalapit ba ako sa iyo?
go ba?
Makakatangan ko yung cameras.
Check.
Yung pang naka-high heels yung taas. Mikropono natin, ano?
Diyan ka
Konnichiwa. Watashi Armin san. Nicole, you mentioned that you waited so long. Did it ever cross your mind that I feel so tired waiting? When is this one going to come? Or when am I going to Japan?
I wouldn't look at it as being tired of waiting.
Yung lang.
When I was competing for the title last year in Binibining Pilipinas International, for the title, I already knew what I was getting myself into. I understood the responsibilities and the patience, the determination that it takes to win this title. So the moment I was crowned, I wholeheartedly embraced that responsibility. And it's really about the way you decide to look at things. It's easy to look at something and say, I'm waiting so long. When is my time? But the truth is, your time is going to come. And I'm happy to have it arrive right now in the right timing and with all the support.
Just one more question. Can you tell us the styling behind this look? What's the inspiration? Who thought of that, and how much of you is infused in that look?
Well, with this look, I'm gonna stand up for this one. I give whole credits to my origin team, specifically my creative director, Edward Castro. My makeup artist today was Nico de la Peña, and my hairstylist was Nino Solis. My team is here with me this afternoon, my manager, Sweat Chua of Origin. We also have my ACES team right here. I'd love to thank all of you very soon, my social media team. I'm going on a list here. I will go back to that list when we finish the send-off ceremony. But yes, this look is actually very class inspired. I think we took a lot of inspo from celebrities that we believed carried the values and the kind of beauty that we wanted to portray. One with elegance, I hope. One with, in spite of the simplicity, it's still very impactful and elegant.
Did you hear?
Thank you.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
See you in Tokyo and the best of luck to you.
Oh, mata ne.
Letter D. Norn! Ay na, B. Ganun ka.
Mabuhay Nicole.
Mabuhay, I love your outfit.
Thanks so much. Kuya Ethan from Manila Standard. Nicole, we know you as a woman of substance and actions, but would like to know which among your advocacies did you focus the most for Miss International 2021?
So for Miss International, and even outside of the pageant world, I really saw the importance of well-being, both physically and mentally. When I joined Binibining Pilipinas, I wanted to highlight how important it is for everybody to have a place to call home. Because how can you have the mental fortitude to face the adversities of life, to enjoy life, when you don't even have the basic necessity of a safe and decent roof over your head? This year, I'd like to not only highlight that, but as well as my art therapy, showcasing to the world that it is possible for us to live in a safe and decent environment, and that it's crucial for us. It's a no-brainer. Everyone deserves this, and nobody should be getting left behind.
Thanks so much for that. Follow-up question. Nicole, no Miss International is the same. Can you give your best quality that you think can help you to clinch our 7th Miss International gown?
Would you repeat that?
your best quality or your core value that you think could clinch our 7th Miss International crown?
Oh, you know, I was actually having this conversation semi-recently with Tito Jerry Diaz, and he was telling me the story of describing yourself as an item and what it would be. And it really resonated with me, so I hope you don't mind I repeated myself. If you were to be an object, it would be a sponge. Not because it's so fragile, but because of its ability to open itself up and absorb the knowledge, the experiences, the stories from the outside world. And there's only so much you can absorb from that. There's only so much water. So by the end of it, you need to squeeze it out. You give back to the world everything you've received, all of the good things, all of the kindness, in the hopes of making the world a better place. So I think my distinctive quality, I hope it's my curiosity. I hope it's my view of the world, the eagerness to want to learn about you, to learn about the culture, and the hope that you would want to join me in it as well. No man is an island, no journey is done on your own, and the best of humanity is done in a community. So I hope to include everybody on this journey with me, and that they may be inspired as well.
Thank you. My last question, Nicole. It's very important for beauty queens to look back to her community as well as to her fans. So what is your message to all Nicole Borromeo fans?
To all my Nicole Borromeo fans? Oh my goodness, you know, when I saw my headshot posted, my official headshot photo, shout out to Sir Raymond for the picture. To the team. When the official headshot photo was released for Miss International, I was so surprised. Right, JR, Sam? There was such amazing feedback from everyone, overwhelming support, all the kindest comments of people saying that they believe in my ability to win the 7th crown. It's too early to cry. And the way I say it, for people to not know me yet, they haven't even met me, but they believe. It really touches my heart. So to all my fans, thank you. And please know that I keep you in my heart when I do the things that I do here. That when I try to represent the Philippines, I try to keep you in mind. And I put you in my little album. And I hope that I can take the time to thank each of you personally, one by one. But please know, I wouldn't be here without you.
Nicole, I'm actually one of them. This one pinagpuyatan ko, so can I give it to you? As a lucky token time.
Oh, may I receive it? May I hold it?
Airtime. Airtime. Airtime.
I want to show this off to everybody. Is there a camera?
Lucky charm yan. Lucky charm. Lucky charm.
Happy birthday, Nicole!
This could be merch.
May work ka daw.
Hello, Nicole.
Hello, good
Jay Pataw po, Malaya, Business Insight.
Nice to meet you,
And
Jay.
first, before I ask my question, I'd like to say I love your outfit. I love your look. It's a retro look that reminds me of the Miss International in the early years.
Thank you so much.
Anyway, my first question is, during the Binibining Pilipinas, you rated yourself as an 8. Now, after all the preparations, after more than 1 year, and here you are, ready to compete for Miss International, and prepared so long, how would you rate yourself now?
I do like to think that I have improved since the last year and since I last answered that question. But the reason I would continue to remain an 8 is because by the end of the day, you're better than you were yesterday. You'll never be as perfect as a 10, as a 9, but you're on the right track. And I'm in the best direction that I could ever wish for. So there you go.
Anyway, my second question is, since Miss International is the dearest to the hearts of Filipinos, since we already have won 6 times. So, are you ready for the 7th? And what do you intend to do in order to what do you have to offer to make that a reality?
Am I ready for the 7th? I want to say yes. I'm human, and I don't think I'll ever be fully ready for anything that you want in life. You'll never be fully ready for it. But I'm welcoming it with open arms for sure. What I can offer to the Miss International would be this fresh perspective I hope to show to the world. I like to think I go the extra mile in sharing an experience with somebody. I never want to just do something by myself. I always feel like the best experiences are the ones that are shared with someone, so that they themselves can also bring it home to their loved ones and create that ripple effect. So I hope that that's going to be what I can offer to them.
You're very beautiful and very humble. I hope that goes in your favor when you go to Tokyo. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you so much for your kind words.
Hi Nicole, this is Jasmin from Jasmin Scripts.
Hello.
I have 2 questions for you. The first thing is, since last year, the Miss International pageant instituted a requirement for candidates to have a project that is related to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. So what's yours for the competition this year?
So the biggest focus for the Sustainable Development Goals, to top it all off, it's no poverty. The focus here is to ensure that everybody not just has a decent place to live, because there are so many aspects that come to mind when you think of a home. It's more than just a physical space. You're thinking about your livelihood. You're thinking about your well-being. And I know it sounds like it's a lot to chew. It sounds like a big vision. But I'm confident that especially with platforms like Binibining Pilipinas, Miss International, it is possible. We can achieve a world where there is no poverty and everyone has a home.
Thank you, Nicole. And a follow-up question from a Instagram follower from Sashes and Scripts, Tony Stark _K. The question was, as a Miss International candidate, what experience do you want to have in Japan?
Do you know, I went to Japan for the first time ever, and it was last year when I was watching our previous Binibining Pilipinas International 2021, Miss Hannah Arnold. I know she's not here this afternoon, but I know that she's supporting me in spirit. I went to watch her last year, and I just fell in love. From the people, to the places, to the food. I think what I really appreciated the most was how mindful everybody was. The way you enjoy an experience. It's one done in the present moment. You don't just take a bite just to take a bite. You take a bite and you savor it. You savor the experience, you savor the prayer when you enter a temple, when you walk, when you're in nature. So that's what I'm really looking forward to. Just that presence of mind when you're in such a peaceful, progressive country like Japan. And it's the same way here.
Thank you, Nicole, and best of luck in the competition. The whole Philippines is with you this year.
Thank you, that means so much.
Thank you very much, Jason. And we'd like to remind the members of the media that we can only ask one question so we can accommodate the rest of you guys.
The only way also for OPM worldwide. Hello, Nicole.
Hello.
Okay, my question is, if you will win the Miss International crown, how will you going to use your title to promote the cause of Miss International organization?
I understand that the cause of Miss International is to promote international understanding, especially between countries. And I can see it from the evidence, from the relationship that we already have between the Philippines and Japan. I think it's great how we have all these similarities and even differences that we can embrace. During my reign, my potential reign, I'd love it to be one that's filled with activities for people to come enjoy. So for example, I know that Japan has activities such as the tea ceremony, and I've been so blessed to get to experience that thanks to Sir Hao and Taro for arranging that. But why don't we make it something more accessible for the public, for everyone to enjoy as well, and learn about the cultural differences and what we can embrace from that. And it could also go the other way around with our own cultures and traditions.
Okay, very well said. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hello, Nicole. My name is Yan from Republic of Asia. So you're a very beautiful person, and you're a member of the Gen Z. So my question is, a lot of Gen Z people, younger people nowadays, base their beauty on social media and stuff. How about you? What is beauty for Nicole?
Okay na kami.
I think beauty is in the person's heart.
Perfect.
For sure, someone physically attractive may walk in, and it could make you hope. But as cheesy as it sounds, what makes you
social media
stay
ni
is
colleague
the
namin
person's
and now
intentions,
Nicole.
the person's heart. It's not just skin deep. It's much deeper than that. Do you agree?
So yeah, thank you very much. We know you're very beautiful and tan enough. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Adam. Long time.
Long time no see. It's been 6 months since the last time I saw it. Yeah. So my question is, as we, for sure, you're very well informed about what's happening in Miss International right now. It has just releases new pageant format for this edition. And one of them is having great body proportions and skin quality for its preliminary judging. So I wonder, how are you taking care of this aspect of the competition? Body proportions and skin quality.
Discipline. I think anything that you want to achieve, it requires the discipline to achieve that. In terms of skin quality, that was quite the new criteria. I haven't really seen that a lot, but I understand that they look for this to ensure that their queen is someone who takes care of their body. And that's what I try to do every day. And I'll be honest, I have a little bit of a sweet tooth, so I do enjoy one every now and then. So it's all about balance, really. The discipline and the balance. To enjoy the life that you have with the best people around you, and the discipline to not go overboard.
Alright, thank you very much and good luck. May you bring home our 7th Miss International.
Thank you so much, Adam.
Hello, Nicole, good afternoon.
Hello, Tita.
Hello, yes. First of all, I'd like to thank Binibining Pilipinas for inviting me finally.
I'm so glad you're here.
Alright, so Nicole, when I posted your photo earlier, a lot of people commented Audrey core, so they understand the direction of the styling. I personally thought that you look like Empress Michiko from the 1960s. I don't know if that's like the direction you're going for, but my question for you is about styling and OOTDs. Filipino pageant fans are glued to Miss International, especially when it comes to the wardrobe. And we can get really nosy when it comes to planning the wardrobe. How are you planning this? Do you have like a Filipino attack in the way you will be presenting yourself?
I wish I could call in Edward Castro to come and answer this question with me. I give a lot of credit to the team. And when we decided to collaborate with designers, we wanted them to take as much creativity in producing the outputs. So what we did was we created a mood board, we created certain pegs for them to be inspired by, but not take full copy mode or anything like that. So that was the beauty of it. It's all with each designer's touch and flair and Filipino pride in them. So still a modern classic take, definitely. I'm really proud to say that it is very different. And my wardrobe is one of the most confident things I am with right now.
Thank you so much. We will be looking forward to your journey. Good luck.
Thank you for that. Thank you for your posts also.
Hey Nicole.
Hello.
Christian from the Ground Philippines. Nice to see you again. It's been a year since you were crowned, and many things can happen, many things can change in a day, more so in a span of a year. So my question is, how much of the Nicole who won in 2022 will you be bringing to Japan?
You know, when I look back on my journey in Binibining, I had the best experiences when I didn't overthink things. When you're off to be representing an entire country, it's so easy to fall into negativity, to overthink things, to wonder if I'm doing enough. And the Nicole of Binibining, she was so calm. She wasn't she was a little nervous, but she didn't let everything get to her head. And that's the kind of Nicole that I want to bring with me to Miss International. The one that remembered to have fun. Because at the end of the day, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Congrats from the Crown Philippines.
Thank you. I like your phone holder.
Hi, Nicole. Members of the Pageant Philippines. Good afternoon. So, Nicole, if we try to look back on your journey since you were crowned as Binibining Pilipinas International 2022, what has been the best part of your trainings or your preparation that you like the most? Something that you won't regret that you've done it?
Wait, are you talking about trainings in particular,
Everything,
or
trainings, preparations, and everything.
It's so cheesy. It's so cheesy, but there was one time we were, I think, waiting for rehearsals. Stacey, do you remember this? We were trying to pass the time, so the rest of us just started filming. We started dancing. We were just having fun, and it was spontaneous. We were just enjoying the moment. We were laughing it out. We weren't thinking about, oh, what's my next outfit for tomorrow? What's the next event? What's the next this and that? We were just there, and we were just enjoying. When it comes to training, at least, one of my favorites, of course, is my personality development. Everybody has their best sides and other sides that they wouldn't want to show to everybody else. And the way you present yourself to the world is very important. And that's what I get from personality development. Everybody goes through things. Some could be a little more difficult. Everybody holds trauma. So in order to harness that and bring your best foot forward, you have to have the understanding with that self. So that's another one that I deeply, deeply appreciate. I wouldn't be here without that.
Thank you so much, Nicole, and we have your back.
Thank you. I hope you were able to hear that. The mic's a little echoey. It's echoey.
Hi, Nicole. I'm Joy from Philippines.
Hello.
Listening to the way you answer now, you're a very young woman with rich in wisdom. Where or whom did you get those wisdom?
May I ask you to repeat that? I can't.
I'm sorry. Okay. Listening to the way you talk now. Okay, thank you. Listening to the way you answer now, you're a very young woman, but full of wisdom. Where or whom did you get those wisdom?
Oh, full of wisdom? Thank you. I grew up very shy, actually. Very shy, very scared of the world, until I reached a certain age where I felt like enough was enough. That at the end of the day, only you could really save yourself. So I took a good hard look at the mirror and asked, do I really want to be like this? Do I really want to be scared of the world when there's so much of it to appreciate, so much of it to enjoy? And when I came to terms with that, I shifted that perspective of me. Slowly, I started to open myself up. Slowly, I started doing things that scared me. And in return, I was given mentors, friends, people who saw the best in me, who were honest enough to tell me when things needed to change, and those who empathized, who always had my back. And I wouldn't have had this if I didn't take it upon myself to change, to be open to that, to be open to feedback, to be open to constructive criticism. Because at the end of the day, I'm not perfect. And it's not about who you are now. It's about that constant effort to be a better person. So that's what I'm just trying to do. I'm just trying to be better. So thank you for thinking I'm so wise.
Thank you so much, Nicole, and good luck.
And for our last question,
Hi, Nicole. I am